Soft and cushy.
Fancy. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Are we clapping? Yeah, fair enough.
Your call, Bridget. You're the motivator.
I'm the motivator. I need you guys to clap and sound like 25 people.
I wore my camo today so that Annie wouldn't recognize me.
Did it work?
Look, more slender.
Not. Good morning, YouTubers. We are live on YouTube right now. Thank you for joining us. Please hit subscribe. Doesn't cost you a nickel. Costs you a little arm movement.
Does anyone own a nickel anymore?
I have lots of nickels.
Do you? Do you have pennies?
I do. I'm the reason why there's a shortage.
Well, you got to save the old ones.
You don't got to do anything.
I purged a long time ago, and now
I
I
have-
regret it. But oh well, what do you do?
What I like about losing the penny is that it puts a little less pressure on Bristol Bay and the copper
Copper
that's
mine.
in the
Yeah.
headwaters of Bristol Bay.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Have you been to Brimmer and Heel Tap and seen Jen's floor?
Yes,
Yeah, that's a lot of pennies.
it's a lot of pennies.
Do they schlack over it?
And that's illegal, you're not allowed to destroy.
Is it
Currency.
illegal?
Don't tell
okay,
anybody.
we won't call that out.
We already
Live
did.
on
We're
the
live
radio.
on YouTube. We have modern restroom facilities right down the hallway here. 6134 is our code. You're welcome to talk amongst yourselves during the show, just not overly loud. Cam is over there in the producer chair or technical chair. This is the producer chair over here.
Becky,
Your hair's getting
Zach.
so long, Bex. What's going
I'm
on?
not sure what I'm going to do.
Bald.
Nah,
She
nah.
she has a pretty face. It probably would fly.
Oh, that's so nice.
could do anything.
Have you ever gone bald?
Me?
Yeah.
Does it look like it?
Well,
No.
you know,
I just go gray. We're having our.
you haven't
well, I'll talk
shaved
about
your
that in a
head
bit.
though.
No, I never have
Oh,
that I can remember. Well, sometimes your folks do it when you're a youngster.
oh,
Right.
oh, right. You were of the era
When
of
you're
the
in trouble.
buzz cups, the buzz cut.
I did it when I was 12 or 13. I did run through my backyard from my neighbor's house because they invited me to stay overnight. So I was running home to ask my folks if I could go stay,
Stay the night.
and I ran right into the chin-up bar
Oh,
my dad had
Oh.
installed and broke my front teeth.
oh,
And
that's
had
terrible.
silver caps, stainless steel caps for that next 5 years.
That's embarrassing. How?
It never bothered me.
Oh, well, that's great.
Do we have photos of that, Tom?
There must be some I've not seen. I think my mother got rid of all of them.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, stainless steel caps for 5
Well,
years.
porcelain was expensive.
No, the doctor said, well, he's just going to do it again. You might as well get stainless steel. And sure enough, I did it again. But the next time I hit my nose and broke my nose.
Okay.
They didn't think to raise the chin up bar a little bit.
Well,
oh,
you
I
know,
guess you would have kept growing.
It's for every height. There were you could raise it or lower it depending who was doing it.
Funny. What a crack up.
We have Rashida in the chef chair today. Thank you, Rashida, for breakfast in advance. You already have your brown butter madeleines or not? Yes.
Yeah, she just dropped them.
Good job. Are we ready? Cam, you ready? Welcome to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio. Wow, small but mighty is what I'll say about that.
Got it.
That's
Small but
awesome.
we've had 3 times the amount of people here, and we haven't heard that much
Excitement.
clapping. Thank you so much. We're here at the Hotel Andra, a beautiful hotel in downtown Seattle, which is
Yeah.
kind of our home base. Not kind of, is our home base for the
Mhm.
Hot Stove Society cooking school, I'll call it. We do both classes, private and public here. Annie's going to come on later and talk about one of the public classes, which is
Yeah.
all about pho, right?
Mhm.
Pho, pho, the
Pho.
Vietnamese beef soup that is so delicious.
I was thinking I'd have that after here.
Well, we think about it, I think from the West, we think about it as a wintertime because it's a hot broth and blah, blah, blah. But apparently in Vietnam, they eat it in the summertime, which cools you off.
And for breakfast.
And for breakfast.
Mhm.
Now, I do love it for breakfast.
I do too.
That is something I do. My Loretta used to go to school up at Seattle Academy on 12th.
Oh, yeah.
And so you just drop her at school and then drive right down 12th, right into the parking lot of Fabak.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tradition for me.
That's awesome.
Speaking of Fabak, I saw the ladies from Fabak last night.
Oh,
We
did
were
you
at
go to their
Seattle.
bar?
Yenvi and Q and V.
Q and V.
Yeah. Yenvi and
Yenvi
Quenvi.
wasn't there, but Q and V was there.
Okay. Yeah, the sisters.
And, I had after our dinner at the Palace Kitchen, we walked over to have a glass of wine at Seattle's best wine bar. Matter of fact, as good a wine bar as I've ever been in the world.
Caviste?
La Caviste.
La Caviste.
And it's just the sweetest little spot.
Do you go upstairs?
No.
Okay.
There's no upstairs at Caviste. That's
Okay.
Fabak has an upstairs.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to nothing, we're happy to have you on the radio show today. Thank you for listening and watching us on YouTube. You can always join us right here, as these fine folks have done. Go to hotstovesociety.com and buy a ticket. I think it's $30 for a hot breakfast, hot coffee. Today, you even get cold tomatoes.
Well, we got to taste them.
We got to taste them. The Hot Stove Tasting Panel is taking on canned tomatoes today. So we got to do that. You can always watch us, like I said, at Tom Douglas and Company YouTube channel. Tune in or Cairo Radio.
Yeah. YouTube
People forget
Live.
that you can watch the live portion on
Anytime.
YouTube anytime, right? You can go back and pick it up. Upcoming classes here at the Hot Stove. I Love You Very Mochi with Chef Rashida Rusley, Saturday, February 7th. What a fun class to do right before Thanksgiving.
Or you mean
Right,
Valentine's
before-
Day?
Valentine's Day.
Little
I get
sweet
my
and
holidays
savory.
mixed up
Yeah.
sometimes. And then you could do one for your sweetie. NOLA Brunch, NOLA being New Orleans, Louisiana. A Taste of the Big Easy with Sean McFadden, Saturday, February 21st. And many more. Just go to hotstovesociety.com.
Yeah, it's in the spring that we load those brunch classes. So there are a few different brunch classes that
Exactly.
are fun to do on Saturdays.
Richard, I want you to look at me. Look at me seriously. Does it look like I am old enough to have a 30-year-old restaurant? Bex, be honest. Just say no.
No, you don't look old enough. Of course
Okay,
not.
yeah.
Palace Kitchen is turning 30 years old
That's so
on
cool.
March 15th.
Yeah, I saw your newsletter. I loved what you wrote.
That's funny. I didn't see my
You
newsletter.
didn't?
No.
Do you remember what you wrote? The story about Terry?
Sure.
Will you tell the story? It's so cute.
Well, I've asked, and it's still going on. We're asking people for their memories of the Palace. You know, it was a late night. It still is a late night sexy joint. So lots of first dates and wedding proposals. Lots of things happen there that maybe didn't happen at Edda's, for example, which is a different kind of restaurant.
Well,
But-
and the bar there at Palace, it's
Yeah.
so easy to just slip in.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
kind of got that peekaboo across the center of the bar to
Yeah.
who's sitting on the other side. Anyway, the story I told in my newsletter.
Because
Yeah.
you're looking for
How
people
do
to
we
write
get-
things in.
Hey Taylor, will you tell Becky how people sign up for our newsletter? The story that I told a little bit was, and I've asked other people to share their stories. Was Terry and Kathy Rotro, you know, the chef in the chateau, our former co-host, our spiritual chef,
animal.
our spiritual animal chef, used to come in with their kids when they were young. They were restaurant brats, just like Loretta. Mia Yoder of Rick and Ann Yoder from Wild Ginger, restaurant brats. Anyway, they used to come in and they would always go to the same table back there in the booths, the last booth on the right when you go in. And so they got used to that. And they would come in and finally they just started running to their table, to their table.
Just blow
Well, they're like,
past
what
the
are they?
hostess.
Adrian
8
and
or
Ryan?
10 years old, Adrian
Probably.
and Ryan, yeah,
Yep.
8 or 10 years old. They just blow past the host while Kathy and Terry are talking to our host, and they just zoom over. And they were astonished one day when they got there and there were people sitting
at
their table.
Did they start crying? No, they were a little older.
They asked them to leave.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Terry raised him right.
They were very polite.
Yes, yes, that's cute. I love that.
You're
story.
at our table.
But
Oh
if
my
you-
They
God.
came running back to the host stand. It's
That's
like,
so cute.
there's somebody sitting at our
Yeah.
table.
So if you have any stories, write in to Taylor F at tomdouglas.com. She's going to put together a compilation. And Taylor, how do people sign up for the newsletter?
Yeah, so people can sign up for the newsletter by going to our website at tomdouglas.com. And on the left-hand side at the bottom, there will be a big button that says subscribe to our newsletter.
You know, we
So
have like 25,000 subscribers.
only, yeah.
Mhm.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
that's
really good,
only.
I'm saying. I've been writing a newsletter. I've been doing this now for almost 7 years, I think.
Mhm.
And I've been writing a newsletter for all those years. It used to go out in paper. We would mail it.
Do you know?
Can you
Look at her
imagine?
eyes.
I know. Look at her eyes.
She's like, oh
That
my
was
God. I
before
had
she
to
was
do
born.
that?
Yeah. No, I loved writing our newsletter. It was always good fun.
Well,
and
the
I still
newsletter-
still
the
enjoy
news-
it.
That's
It's
how I
great.
heard about summer camp.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh.
Okay, on today's show, cozy winter dishes that freeze like a dream, artisanal salami with Bob Blade, founder of Salt Blade, ordinary to extraordinary mussels and clams.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley, Bridget.
Yep.
Gluten-free baking with Laura Screven, owner of Wren's Nest Bakery, baking company, and the Art of Pho with Chef Annie Elmore. Hot Stove's tasting panel takes on tomatoes, canned tomatoes. You know, there's
Hand
about
dice.
Thank God she moved that toward later in the show.
I didn't want to ruin their Madeline experience.
Well, you know, there's about 500 brands of canned tomatoes
There
on
are.
the shelf. How do you know what to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
We're
all
doing
the
the
time
work for you, as Becky said.
here. Yeah,
You don't
cold
have to do it.
canned tomatoes. Can't wait. And we're going to wrap up our show with food for thought, tasty trivia. Jim, you didn't have any part of this, did you? No. Good job. Jim is the worst.
He's just tough.
He's the
His
worst.
are tough and esoteric
Right. And Bex embraces it.
I love
as
it.
he's
She loves
cackling
it.
in the
She
background.
just gets that sneer on her face when she stumped you, and she's just like that.
Right.
All right, Bridget, what is your taste of the week?
You know, it's kind of related to our first segment, but I made a Tuscan meat ragu. And because Annie and I are talking, we've got new menus coming out for our team building events. One of them is a Tuscan dinner. And you've been, you know,
You
they're
can't really make meat ragu in an hour and a half, though. You can make a ragu, but not like the
Yeah, we're
Bolognese
gonna have
style.
them make peachy. We're gonna have them make peachy or
Okay.
pappardelle instead. But we're gonna make the ragu, and I like the kind of weird esoteric ones, like the wild boar ragu. You know, you can get boar meat that's raised, but I ended up going.
You know what
for,
that means? It's not wild.
right?
Farm
But it's
raised.
boar meat. It's farm.
Yeah.
It's farm raised. It's not as gamey. But I made the one with beef and pork sausage and chicken livers.
Mm.
And I didn't tell my husband because he doesn't like chicken livers at all.
He thinks he doesn't like chicken livers.
Right.
Did he
He
notice?
loved the ragu. And
Perfect.
so I ended up just putting the chicken livers in a food processor and whirred them up, made this delicious ragu. And oftentimes in Tuscany, they'll throw in like 3 or 4. They won't bother to mince the rosemary. They'll just throw 3 or 4 branches in and bay leaves and sage, like a lot of herbs. And that simmers. And as it simmers, they just fish everything out. The other thing they put in that's so good is peel of lemon.
Mm.
And so that simmers to just take away some of that weird gaminess. And so I made this ragu and got some really good pasta from Chef Shop. And I had 2 bowls. I was like, darn it. I was like, okay, Chris, we got to go for a walk after dinner. But it was so good.
You know, the first time I ever cooked chicken livers, I was a young 17-year-old cook at the Hotel DuPont in Wilmington, Delaware, cooking in the Brandywine Room, which was a famous dining room, the most famous dining room in the state of Delaware, I'll say.
Really.
And chicken livers was on the lunch menu. I was the lunch.
Chicken livers were on the lunch
Yeah,
menu?
People
Wow.
eat them like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, by rule in the hotel, you have to put on a pair of goggles when you cook chicken livers because you put them in super hot fat and they pop.
spit.
They
Yeah.
spit.
Yeah.
And it was our rule. You had to wear goggles. So whenever someone would order chicken livers, I had to go get the goggles, put them on the cook.
Glad that that's
I've
over.
hated them
We
ever
wanted
since.
a photo of that.
Unless
one,
there's a
too.
50-50 match with butter.
Yeah.
I'm not a chicken liver
Okay,
person.
okay, it's got to be. I see.
Oh, you mean for your pate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I like that. Then I like it fine. My taste of the week, as this time of year goes, keep running through our freezer. You know, this is why we cooked all summer long, so we have freezer available. And I had put away a package of extra thin wonton wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other night, I got our stock out of the freezer. I had made some star anise stock from the roast duck from
Oh.
Chinatown. Got it out of the freezer, mixed it with some beef demi and some chicken stock, just all the bits and pieces. Floated a little duck fat on top, and then got the wonton wrappers out, made a little pork wontons with, and then I got shrimp out of the freezer, sliced those up, put them in the bowl, made a little composed soup with the star anise broth, pork wontons with lemongrass, and sliced shrimp in this broth.
Mm,
Sounds pretty good.
That is a wintertime
that sounds
delight right
lovely.
there.
How long did that take you about?
Well, because it was in the freezer, it took me, I don't know, 30 minutes
That's
for the four of
amazing.
us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Simple, right? Simple,
Yeah,
but
same
you
for
have to
mine.
have larded your freezer
Yes.
to have these kind of things available. And then you just got to think about it. Like, how does this go together? How does that go together? And that's one of my favorite things to do is to utilize the freezer.
I'm following your lead, Tom, and emptying the freezer.
Yeah.
I
Or-
did find a giant bundle of leaf lard. The heck.
Well, sometimes it goes the
Just-
opposite direction. Like I was at the farm and there were so many berries left from the summer that I pulled them all out. Cherries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, and made
Jam.
freezer jam. And now I had
Oh.
to put 9 pints of freezer jam back in the freezer.
Uh-oh. That's
Just
defeating
saying.
the purpose.
Just saying. Cozy winter dishes that freeze like a dream.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, on Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. You sick of these yet?
Oh, not at all. That's why I came again.
Will you
Although it's a little. 'Cause
I'm not- I want us to be good. I don't care.
Exactly. Awesome. Oops. The one from Rick. Oh, you didn't see that one.
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I still haven't received that, Taylor. Did you send it to me? I don't know. Normally I get it. I don't know why I didn't get the final. You got it?
That was no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. That was a different.
Welcome back to the Hot
Okay.
Stove Society Show on Cairo. We're going to talk about some cozy winter dishes that freeze beautifully. But first, we love our fan mail. Normally,
Oh,
I
so
get
great.
letters saying that, what a knucklehead you are. Why would you say such a thing? But last week, we got a letter from a lady who's been listening to our show, it sounds like, for a long time.
Yes.
And I had said to Becky after our segment that Loretta talked about, we'd like to talk sometimes about the restaurant business itself and the business of the business.
Right.
And she took on talking about our team
Mm-hmm.
and HR and some of the
Yep. Team building. How you
team
build.
building,
Yes.
right? So, and I said to Becky right after that segment, I said, "Wow, that was her best segment ever." I loved listening to her talk about it with
Mhm.
such confidence.
Proud
blah, blah, blah.
dad.
Proud dad. I know.
Yes.
But
Yes.
then we get this letter.
Sure, I'll read it right now. The conversation with Loretta about her vision for the company was the best segment I've seen in all the years I've been watching. Tom and Jackie must be so proud. Loretta is truly coming into her own, and I'd love to see her speak about anything company and business related. She's a gifted speaker, and I look forward to hearing more from her.
Isn't that sweet?
Thank you, Carol.
That's nice.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. It's really nice. Loretta
Yeah.
was beaming.
Well, and it must be intimidating following in your shoes.
I have very big shoes.
Hard to walk
quite
in.
literally.
Very hard
Yeah.
to walk in.
She walked in them when she was a kid. You know how the kids
Yeah,
get into
so
the
cute.
parents' shoes and drag them around with them. It's like, yeah, those are never going to
Cute.
fit you.
No. And one more thing before we start our things that freeze like a dream is last week we announced a romantic staycation, and it's a drawing. And so this is our second week we're announcing it. It's a night at the Hotel Andra, dinner at Neb, and a sweet and savory goodbye at the Dahlia Bakery. And if the winner chooses the hotel stay the evening before a show recording, let's throw in 2 tickets to the show.
All right, good deal.
Okay. So the criteria is to email, share your idea of a perfect romantic meal.
For yourself or for our sweetie. 'cause
Yes.
Not everyone has a sweetie at the moment.
Exactly. We've got some cute ones already coming in.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll share with you my favorite. Email Becky G at tomdouglas.com by noon on Monday, January 26th. And we'll announce it on the 27th.
So
We're
that's
recording.
this
Oh,
coming
that's
Monday.
great.
Mhm.
Fun.
And some of the stories were super sappy and romantic and beautiful. And one of my favorites is they order Papa Murphy's pizza in the shape of a
Heart.
heart every year, and they buy a bottle of champagne. Isn't that cute?
That's
Well,
low tech. That
and
is
then,
a
and then the other
low
ones are
tech
super,
meal.
Yeah, then there's super elaborate stories. So it's fun. It'll be a fun drawing.
Good. All right, get your act together and get your Becky G
Yep.
at tomdouglas.com.
Yes, please.
There we go. All right. Bridget, cozy winter dishes. I think this was spurred on by my chat last week about
Mhm.
pulling. When I make pot roast, I don't like making it for like what I'm doing. I like making enough to put in the freezer. So I always freeze it in pints, not quarts, so that if I
Pot roast?
pot roast,
Oh,
so that if I want to just pull it out for myself, like sometimes Jackie's out with her girlfriends, or she's at the farm and I'm at home, or I
Maybe
just
she
have
wants
them-
to pull it out.
or-
Yeah.
no,
No, not
No.
pot roast.
she has a
Minestrone
salad.
soup.
she has a struggle with leftovers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Loretta
Yeah.
does too.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I,
do
live.
too.
I understand.
live off
You do
leftovers.
too?
I do too. Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't. But anyway, the point was I pulled out the pint. It was delicious. And so here we are talking about things that freeze beautifully, whether you're freezing it for 1 or for 4 or 10 or
Right.
100%. So,
Well, I mean, that's interesting about the pot roast because I think of pot roast as something being large and having a big enough container, but it sounds like you whack it up so it fits
Oh, yeah.
into a pint container,
100%.
single serving. And for cozy meals, I mean, I kind of like that idea because you can make it neutral, that pot roast, somewhat neutral.
I
and
don't
then,
make anything neutral.
I
Richard.
mean, in that you could zhuzh it up when you pull it out of the freezer.
you don't
So
need
it's
to. It's
different.
delicious as is.
It's true.
I'm not
I mean,
making a cup of noodles here. You know how you zhuzh up a cup of noodles, right?
Right. No, yeah,
you
I
put in
don't, but
fresh
yeah,
herbs.
right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So here's the only criteria I'd like to throw on this segment. It doesn't help, in my opinion, to have to rely on cooking something when you're cooking something out of the freezer.
got it.
So if you're going to make bolognese, I can see having a pint of bolognese in the freezer. Now you have
So
to cook
handy.
pasta,
Yeah.
great cheese, but I don't like on the pot roast. I didn't want to like make fresh vegetables for it, celery, carrots. I might as well make another pot roast. So for me, the criteria is that it has to come out and it's pretty much a meal.
Mhm.
Oh.
See what
Do
I'm
you
saying?
cook anything to go with it? No, you just heat it up and boom,
Well,
that's
for
your
example,
dinner.
I had these sausages, these duck sausages. I had 8 of them that came in a box that I had bought as a Christmas.
That sounds good. I
Yeah.
love duck sausage.
But they were in the freezer at the farm. Jackie will never eat them. I'll eat. I'll eat of them, but she would never. So
Thus,
when
your-
I was there, I just pulled the sausages out and made a delicious kind of coconut red curry broth with the sausages, all the vegetables I had in the drawer, carrots, celery, fennel, blah, 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 and made a thicker type soup stew.
yeah.
So now all I have to do when I pull that out and eat it, I just have to cook rice, fresh rice, pour it over top, and it becomes more like not jambalaya, it's not as that thick, but it's more like a gumbo
Mhm.
on top
Got it.
of fresh rice. So I am cooking rice, but the meal itself, done.
Yeah, that sounds good. And when who said cozy? Who used the word cozy?
I
No
did.
doubt Beck
So
did,
this
yeah.
was this is Becky thinking of this up at her ski place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
in the
what?
cold. So my ideas were things like chicken pot pie. The
Ooh.
base for the chicken pot pie. And then I just make extra and same thing like the ragu, it gets put into containers
Uh-huh.
and into the freezer. So if I'm out, Chris can just pull one of those out and heat it up.
Uh-huh.
So same thing. You're making a few mashed potatoes, you're making a little bit of rice. It's a nice little base. Or you can top it with puff pastry or phyllo, and then boom, you've
That's
got
more what I would do.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not going to start mashed potatoes.
But
No.
what are things that freeze really well? I mean, we know soups,
Cottage pies,
cottage
things
pie.
like that. Steak and kidney pie, those kind of Scottish.
chili. Chili freezes well.
Chili does
Ragouts
too.
freeze well. Anything with a high fat content.
I've also done
Freezes-
lasagna. Like if I make one, might as well make two.
Oh, really?
And then put the whole thing in a vacuum seal pack.
You have a big freezer.
I
do.
was
I have
just
extra
going to
one.
say that.
I have an extra one because
Do
I
you really?
love doing this. Yeah. In the
Wow.
garage.
Do you get through it all? I know
Yeah.
you have pesto in the freezer.
I've got pesto in the, well, not for long. It goes quick.
We should drive by Becky's and just offload some of the stuff out of her freezer.
We can
Sure.
help you out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
Soups are good for a thicker,
100%.
hearty style.
I'm down to my
soup.
last pint of beef and barley soup.
See, yeah, like beef and barley's great for dinner. If I make soup for dinner, oftentimes I'll find a bowl that had cereal in it in the sink the next morning. Chris will get up in the middle of the night and have a bowl of cereal.
Out of the soup bowl?
No, we'll have soup for dinner.
Oh, it's not enough for
It's
him. is
not
what you're
enough.
saying.
He'll get up in the middle of the night and have a bowl of cereal because it's just not
Yeah, you're not making hearty enough soup, babe.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like your beef and barley. Having that fat content helps with the freezing, but it's also it
Well,
satiates
it's funny
you.
how some things kind of bear another. So, for example, my beef and barley was because I had a half a brisket left over from smoking a brisket on my grill in the summertime. So then I go ahead and I just make the beef and barley soup the next day, trim
So
it
you had
up, blah, blah, blah.
You had that for
Now
dinner.
I've got 10 quarts of beef and barley soup,
Got it.
and I keep half at the farm, half at home. So, and like I just said, I'm down to my last pint or last
Mhm.
quart of soup.
What?
Right. And then if I decide to do like beef bourguignon, just the beef braised
Mm-hmm.
in red wine, because oftentimes there'll be deals at the grocery store on stew meat. So I won't buy one package. I buy 3 packages.
Mhm.
One package is enough for Chris and I. So then I make extra. Same deal. Gets
Yeah, same
packed
deal.
up. Easy
I've done that
peasy.
for a dinner party. I did a whole pot roast beef bourguignon kind of thing, put it in, I froze it and then pulled
Because
it
your
out.
guest didn't show up?
No, because I had a busy week and I wanted to do it the week prior.
Oh, you did it the week
Yeah,
prior. Did
and
your guests know that you did that?
I probably told him, yeah, because I love sharing shortcuts.
Yeah.
And I made a big salad and bread and it was easy to go. So I think that stuff freezes
Well,
well.
something like beef bourguignon that takes an hour or two to cook.
And then cool down.
Plus, you have to have the beef stock ready to go. You've got a
Mhm.
lot of pieces to that. That
And it's messy.
makes perfect sense.
So then when
Yeah.
it's all those bags and I put it in a nice pot, easy to go.
I think that's funny. Happened again the other day. People come to the house for supper and it's like I'm all cleaned up. This is before we even start. Like people just look at me and then they look down and they see my 2-minute dishwasher. I have
Yeah,
a commercial
I love that thing.
dishwasher in my
Oh.
own. I just do them as I go, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All right, artisanal salami with Bob Blade coming up next. Founder of Salt Blade
Yum.
on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Do you use a microwave? Yeah, I don't have one. Do you have one? It's just sitting there. Oh, really? You just. Yeah, I don't have a microwave. Funny. I think if you here use this as the riser. Well, that's gonna we gotta switch the camera.
Other way. There we go. Move the chorizo the other. You can't see the labels if you don't put them face the camera. All right, that's enough. Okay. No, we don't need them all. Trying too hard.
Yes.
Howdy.
Hello.
Nice to see you outside of the grocery store aisles.
Exactly. We're not in store line anymore. It'll do it.
Where's your
Want these?
facility?
North Seattle. I'm 97th and Aurora.
97th and Aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
He's by Burger
I-
Master.
Yes, very close to Burger Master. Yes.
You know, Dreamland Foods was right up there. I don't know if they still are.
I don't.
I want to say they were like 125th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bit further
Yeah.
than me, but yes. Okay. Okay, I can be close to it. That sounds
Here,
better.
Cam, look where his
Tighten
face
it up.
is.
Bring it up a little higher.
Perfect.
I don't know why you don't
Okay.
want to look at his face, Cam.
We've got 3 in front of us right
Look at those fancy labels. Kate that worked here worked for you for a while.
Yes, Kate did. Yes, I didn't realize she worked here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's been everywhere. She was fantastic. I love Kate.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We got to go to
I
her
know.
wedding in
Kate-
Ireland.
Kate Elderkin.
Elderkin.
She, I got to know her from Lars Kronmark, who was one of her chefs when she went to the CIA down in Greystone.
Mm.
And so Kate was with you, what, about a year?
2 years maybe.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, it was after she was
It
here.
was until she had a baby, her first baby.
Right, right. Now it's 2.
Now it's 2.
She forgot how it worked the first time.
What's that?
She forgot how it worked the first time.
Well,
She's young.
pandemic babies too. So,
Right, right.
so the wedding came 3 years after the baby.
Nice. We've got
It's delicious.
Thank you.
I don't know if you all realize how hard it is to make salami in this world with the health department rules. You have to have hazardous material plans for every one.
Yes, I'm still revising after 11 years.
Really?
Still revising my plans. I just
Yeah.
had a food safety assessment. My second food safety assessment was last year. They're supposed to be every 5 years or so, but about every 10 years is all they can manage with the USDA right
Yeah.
now. So
My pal Armandino Batali, who's
Yeah.
getting married
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? You
And-
going?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not public. Anyway, Armandino went through all these issues with salumi too down there.
Oh yeah, No, when I started, a lot of my inspectors were his inspectors.
Oh, yeah.
Now most of those have moved on, and we've gotten far enough away. But at the time, they all had stories of Dino. So
Yeah. How much product you have to throw
Oh,
away.
it's hard. We would make salami at the Art Institute, and I
Yes.
would take it down to Armandino and have him ferment it for me. And he's like, I gotta hide it, put it in the very back, and I had it labeled and tagged so it looked just like his,
yes,
but it was hiding in the back.
that's
you
funny.
know?
I find the USDA is very easy if you just put this thing on it that says not for USDA. And you can just tag anything
Right.
not USDA, and they won't look at that. They don't care.
And like the health department, if you embrace them, it's
Oh, yeah.
much better than if you want to fight them.
Oh yeah, no,
Right,
I've
right.
always loved my inspectors. When I started, I was the only person in the business, and it was just me every day making salami. And so it was sure nice to have somebody else there to talk to every now and then.
And you don't realize you have to provide them an office in your space.
Oh, you do?
You do. You have to provide them a desk at least. And my desk was so small and rickety because my space was 340 square feet when I
Uh-huh.
started. I had about a 3.5-foot desk for them that wobbled. But they were like, hey, it's a desk. That's the rules.
It's a desk.
Yeah.
We're back here in the kitchens on Cairo Radio. Beautiful Hotel Andra in downtown Seattle. We're on the second floor, way in the back, and somehow or another, Bob Blade, founder of Salt Blade, made his way back here and has brought us a delicious array of
Sausage.
Salt Blade salamis.
You're good.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Nice to be
Welcome,
here.
welcome. I generally see you in the aisles of the Shoreline Town and Country is when I see
That's
you.
correct. That's where we run cross shoulder or rub shoulders quite a bit.
Exactly. Tell us about Salt Blade, how it got started, and what your path is. And
Sure.
How easy it is to run a salami
It's
business.
so simple. Everyone should do it. Everybody. No, I started about 12 years ago, Salt Blade. I'd come from an IT background, or biomedical engineering background, and I was doing IT consulting, mostly for the Port of Seattle and the City of Seattle, custom software development. And at some point, I decided that I did not want to do that with the rest of my life. And I
Uh-huh.
want to do something that I had more passion for and that I felt was going to make a meaningful impact to the world. And I knew I wanted it to be related to food somehow, but it took a long time for me to figure out that salami was the path.
How did you know that food relationship?
Well, just I was such a passionate,
Wasn't a family thing, or
wasn't a family
No.
thing at all. And nobody in my family had ever done any food businesses.
So were you doing tinkering on the side and
I-
curing meats and
No, I started curing meats after I decided I was going to cure meats. So my path was through. I really cared about sort of animal husbandry. It kept coming back to that for me as the way that I felt so much of our food system is broken in the U.S., worldwide as well. But I wanted to support small family farms, and so I started learning to cure, and I did it at my house, and sort of started a little underground meat company where I was making and selling stuff regularly.
at farmers markets or something?
No, directly. So
Ooh.
this was the underground portion of the business.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
Right.
but once I did that for a while and learned my chops, then it was time to stop that and buckle down and turn it into a legit business. And I was doing all kinds of things originally, but the salami seemed to be the one thing that I thought would have some commercial viability, because you can't run a mission-driven business if you can't sell any of your products. So I thought, well, salami is hard. Chefs can't do it. I was making pates and all kinds of things too, but it's like any good chef is going to do that on their own.
Uh-huh.
Whereas salami is kind of a little more unique. It's got a little more commercial viability, I felt. So I chose to make salami.
When we opened the Palace Kitchen now 30 years ago, we made our own salami, and the health department shut us down
Yes, they like to do that.
So fast. Yeah. Well, and it's
because you have to have a hazardous material plan for everything that you
Right.
do.
Right. And interestingly, I have one product. I mean, many flavors. I make 12 flavors year round. I make another 12 seasonally, but everything I do is under one HACCP plan. It's all dry cured salami. So I have a single HACCP plan. It's a
Whereas if you made, say, a cup of cola, you'd have to have a different plan for
correct.
that, right?
And when I started, I made a mortadella and a koto salami as well. I had a separate plan for those. I retired that within a year or two and said, I really just need to be focusing on salami only.
Yeah.
well,
So-
Koto's a salami.
It is, but it's cooked.
It's a cooked salami.
So it's a whole different
Right,
process.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
that-
Well, and it's easier.
It's quite a bit easier, yes. Yeah.
You know,
Dry curing is a bit of work. So everything we do is fermented. So we grind, we season, we inoculate with a fermentation. We monitor the pH drop over the first 24 to 48 hours. And then we, dry it out until our water activity reaches a certain level.
And how
So-
long does that whole process take?
For the smaller formats that I sell in grocery stores and everything, it's about a 2-week process.
Okay.
So it's really actually fairly quick. I do larger formats for restaurants, and those ones are more like a 5 to 6 week process.
Well, that's one thing I absolutely love about your salami is it's the size of it. The
Yes.
bite. It's just you don't have
It's
to.
about a 1 inch, 1 1/4,
Yeah.
1 1/2 inch round.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And the larger ones I do would be more like a 2 to 2.5 inch round.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I used to have a lot of business with the hotels pre-pandemic, and they like to carry a mix of sizes for their charcuterie boards, which I loved. It's impractical for me to sell the large ones through my distributors and into grocery stores, but it really is nice when you can get a mix of sizes on the plate as well.
Yeah. And what's
Beautiful.
interesting, I mean, for the listener, you guys are listening to this and hearing him talk about fermentation and temperatures. Essentially, like bacon is this same curing process. But the thing about salami is it's contained in a skin.
It is contained
It's
in the skin.
contained in a skin and it's not cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
But skin being intestine, or there's.
I use natural hog
Casings.
intestines
Yeah.
on mine. My larger format ones actually have collagen though for those.
Right.
I used to use beef middles for that.
But
They're just
yeah,
a bit too
it's-
irregular.
It's cooked.
Yeah.
So they
well-
eat it and it's cooked. So how does it get there?
Well, I know. I mean, I understand. I've got all the science. I understand all the processes of lethality, but it still feels like magic when you hang raw meat and a couple weeks later you're just eating it now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But that's
It's
the process.
Yeah, and it's amazing because they have these. You can do it at home, and I remember. Did you ever read Cooking by Hand by Paul
Oh yeah, I
Bertoli?
love that book. Yeah.
And it's amazing because, like with the Italians at home, where I worked in Italy, they made it, and they made it in their kitchen at home.
Yeah, I was in my
they-
garage before.
Yeah,
as well, so-
and it was so funny because they were like, "Oh, you got to go in the basement. I've got some lard melted. It's in a tub. You got to plunge your arm in there and pull out a salami." And I'm like, "What?" Because rather than hanging it, they stored it in lard.
Uh-huh.
But they would make the salami in the kitchen hang it, get it to ferment, and then store it.
Yep. Yep.
And it's amazing because you can buy salami that is not refrigerated.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. It's not, that's the process, is to preserve it. It's an old way of preserving. So
Jackie's grandmother always hung it in her attic.
It's
So you say
Yeah.
you've got 12 seasonal flavors?
I
And how,
do.
How do you come up with your flavors? What's
Oh,
the process for that?
I mean, it's almost too easy to come up with flavors.
Because
to
you
get-
love this.
I know.
Right.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, no, that's it exactly. And now I don't even. I've had a production manager. I'm on my second production manager now. One of the perks you have to give a production manager is they get to create new flavors.
Uh-huh.
So we've got maybe the latest 3 or 4 now seasonals that are in our rotation are ones that he developed, including one that I really love, which is it's a spruce tip salami that we make. So we only make
Oh.
it just when they tip out. We harvest all the tips.
Yeah.
We just forage them and make this really fantastic. spruce tip.
so are those at the grocery store? Can we find
Nope.
those in the spring?
Nope, we don't.
Oh.
We just sell those at our farmers markets, really, and
Oh.
then to some of our smaller accounts that we give access to everything. But my distributors carry a more limited line of products, so they would never see the
I'm
seasons.
gonna look for them in May. What May? Kind of.
We won't have them ready till June because
Oh,
we can't harvest the tips until sometime in May. And
I
then,
see you guys at Ballard Farmers Market.
Yes, we're there, and you can definitely find them there. Our next seasonal release actually will be our spring lamb, which is still meat from Olson Farms. I didn't think I mentioned this.
No,
but
you didn't.
I didn't. All the meat I use comes from Olson Farms. So I mentioned how I started this to support small family farms.
In
And
Colville, Washington.
They're in Colville,
Mhm.
and I met them at the farmers market, at Ballard Farmers Market. When I started this business, I was intent on finding local farms. That was the idea. I called the several farms that I knew, and none of them could supply me with pork.
Mm.
We had a coronavirus outbreak that ripped through the pig supply on this side of the Cascades, and all the farmers had put down their piglets. So nobody had pork supply for me, and I just started this business. I
This
just
is 12
got,
years ago. Or
yeah,
so?
12 years ago. I got my grant of inspection ready to go, and I had no meat. And so I went down to the farmer's market, met Brent Olson at the Ballard Farmers Market, and I was meekly asking, like, can I get 25 pounds of meat? And he was like, oh, no problem. And I was like, oh, thank God. You know, and now I think my biggest order has been like maybe 1,800 pounds for a week of production
Wow.
now.
Oh,
But he's
wow.
grown with me all of those
That's
years.
exciting.
Yeah, and I was really
sweet.
fortunate to get with the Olson family right away. I didn't realize at the time that the shortage in our state, sort of the bottleneck, was processing, and they own their own processing facility out in Chewelah.
Oh.
So they never could be stopped.
Are they in
from
a trailer? Are
processing.
they processing in a trailer?
No. They've got a big
Oh, do
fixed
they?
facility there. Yeah, it used to be co-owned by a lot of the different farms up there.
Uh-huh.
And it's Smoky Ridge is the processing facility. Because they were the biggest, the co-ownership thing didn't work out. Eventually, they just bought it out from everybody. But everybody who hunts up there gets their game processed at that facility as well. So a lot of people are familiar with it if they're hunters out.
What are the flavors you brought us today?
Today, I brought us a few flavors. I brought us the saucisson sec. This is the plainest flavor I make. It's just got a little bit of smoked salt, a little garlic and pepper.
It's a standard.
Yeah,
It is,
it's
yeah.
great. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
love bringing it because there's nothing else in it to
Mhm.
obscure the flavor of the meat. It's such high quality meat, and then you can see what our curing process does to it. Kind of the signature components are the ratio of fat to lean, the salt content, and how dry I make
Right.
the product.
And what I like about it also is it really shows the talent of the processor, of you,
Right.
because you can try it against actual French sausage maker or salami makers all over the world.
Yes.
It's a very typical salami.
Yes. Becky, do you want more?
And then you also brought a Seattle stick.
Right, the Seattle stick, which is one of my wilder ideas of a flavor. It's got coffee and chocolate in it. So I use cocoa nibs and coffee beans. And I really like bringing this one out too because to me, it's a celebration of responsible sourcing. I was all about the sourcing of the meat, but coffee and chocolate are two of these things that are largely used for global oppression, really, to keep farmers poor in the global South. And so I'm using really responsibly sourced ones. The cocoa nibs are from Indie Chocolate down in Pike Place Market.
Mhm.
I think you guys have met
They've had
Erin.
Oh, yeah.
they've had the
Erin's,
show. Yeah,
Erin's wonderful.
she is.
And she's just, nobody sources as well as her. I don't think anybody. I used to use a different chocolate maker, and eventually I didn't trust their sourcing as much anymore. So I went down and I met Erin in Indy. I just walked in with a stick of salami, put it in front of her, and said, I want your name on this label now.
We just
That's
have
awesome.
one more minute. Can you tell us where people can find you? I see on your website that you can get all the specialty
Sure.
ones, but tell
Sure,
us.
we're in all the town and country markets and all the PCC locations, lots of smaller stores and co-ops. I would say go to my website to find out, but it's terribly out of date. That's my fault. So I'll work on fixing that.
Tech
Okay,
guy.
it looks good
Yes,
to me.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's
far
awesome.
behind me.
And are they each cryovac, right? If I
They are each cryovac
Yeah,
inside.
so
You can
you
open, yep.
what I do is oftentimes I'll buy a couple of sticks, put them in my cheese drawer,
Uh-huh.
which I keep a cheese drawer in my fridge, and then I mean they can be in there 6 months.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great.
The cryovacing is, I wish I could do something different.
I know.
I wish, and I just finished a 9-month experiment with several different compostable pouches that I
Not
was
yet?
hoping. Yeah, they're
No.
not there. They
Well,
all
thank you for
they all
trying.
failed. They all
Yeah,
failed.
yeah.
They can't last as long as the salami can last, unfortunately.
Right. And we were just talking about that, the amount of plastic in
Yeah.
our system. We're going to talk a little bit about cryovacers later in the show because I have some feelings about that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just because I know I never do, but
I mean, it's so
Well, thank you, Bob.
plastic is so handy for the food industry, and I think of it every time I pull out the plastic.
I
Plastic
know.
film,
It's
yeah.
our crutch. It's our crutch.
Yeah.
all right. We've been chatting with Bob Blade, founder of Salt Blade. Look for his products in local grocery stores or online at
Saltblade.com.
There you go.
Way to go, Max. On Cairo, it's the Hot Stove Society Show 97.3 FM.
I almost was stumped. No, these are
Almost had
great.
her stumped.
You did. I love the sizes.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're good.
Texture.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for bringing treats too.
Yeah, and I met her when we did the Nordic Culinary Festival, and we had Klaus Olafsson, and we had all these chefs come in for 2 years from Scandinavia, and she knew Lars because we didn't have a Danish representative, so I called Lars up, and she was his student, so Lars called her. Then she's like, "Do you need anybody?" And I was like, "Yes." She was great. Yeah, super fun.
All right.
Sound like you like this.
Oh well. I'm glad everyone loves it. Thanks, Bob.
I'm an old IT guy.
Yeah, biomedical engineering to sausage. I love it.
Makes sense.
Salami.
Well, it's
yeah, totally.
interesting
Nerdiness.
path
Yeah.
that he chose from. Oh, here.
It'd be more odd if he was in the restaurant business, for example, because this is all about bio.
Yeah, but it's interesting that he sourced the ingredients and came to salami rather than
I'm passionate
liking
about
to
salami.
cure salami and pancetta because that's
Yeah.
how most people
Yeah.
do it.
It's a passion, a different passion. I want to do something that's just good food stuff. And what's that? Oh, cool.
Well, and the hardest one to do because we did it. I taught it at the
Yeah.
Art
Well,
Institute.
that's why I love the. Yeah, it's great.
The hardest was salami. It was so hard,
Mm-hmm.
and I had Armandino come to class
Great.
and teach salami koto.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a salami koto and then I did a chorizo. I did a cured
Ooh,
chorizo.
was it good?
It turned out great. Yeah. But I had to take him down to him because he had the proper, you need 55 degrees.
Oh,
It has to be a constant.
Jackie's been bugging me to put a walk-in in our garage
Oh, really?
at home or in
at home.
Prosser?
We
Because
have a
you
walk-in
want it-
processor.
How big is that? How big would
6
that be?
by 8,
Okay.
6 by 6.
Either some people like a sauna and some people like.
She has a whole different idea
But
what a
yours-
cold plunge is.
But yours is a
Hot flashes.
carport, though, right?
Pardon me?
Isn't yours a carport, not a garage?
No.
Oh, it actually closes.
Yeah, it's where the fridge is, the freezer. It's right off the kitchen.
Yeah,
When you had your golf club stolen out of your car.
I know. What's your point?
Cars don't go in the garage. Food goes in the garage.
What planet is she?
I know, Bridget.
On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society show. We're so thankful that you're joining us this week. You know, I listened to some broadcasts during the Seahawks games around. and
Uh-huh.
I have work to do. There's some really good talkers out there on the radio. Rich Eisen, I've been listening to
Oh.
lately. Yeah,
It's always good to level up, right?
exactly. I'm Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
Becky's in the producer chair. Cam's on our technical side this morning. We are going to jump into ordinary to
Yes.
extraordinary.
This was something that you and Terry used to do,
It's so
and
great.
people loved it. And so we had a listener request to bring that back. And what I love about it is you guys would have different approaches, as you and Bridget have different approaches. So
Yeah, mine's good and hers is bad.
I'm sure. So today we thought, it's shellfish season for sure.
Oh,
And
so
I know
good.
Bridget's big into clams and mussels. So I thought we'd start with mussels. And Bridget could start with, how would you take just an ordinary pot of mussels and just bump them up and make them extraordinary?
Can I add one more criteria?
Yes, of course.
What would be the ordinary?
Mhm.
So to me, like the ordinary would just be mussels steamed in beer, mussels steamed in white wine. That's
Correct.
ordinary.
Mhm.
I agree.
Maybe a little garlic, maybe a little butter, but
Yeah, like a
Typically.
Meunier
Mhm.
style, right? Yes, I agree. So, and I want to say about mussels too. We got to know Raul Jeffers from Penn Cove Mussels, and they started growing the big Mediterranean mussels, which are about.
no, they're on.
They didn't.
no. Those
I thought
were
it was
the Taylor
Pen-
shellfish.
Taylor
Mediterraneans
started
are
with.
South Sound. Oh, maybe you're talking started, but the ones that we bought from Raul were the blue mussels.
Right,
are
the
more local.
traditional
Yeah.
local blue mussels. But he also started growing the longer Mediterranean mussels,
They're
which
green, right? The green
no,
ones?
no, no,
No.
Those are the PEIs, the Prince Edward Island
Okay.
green lip mussels. But no, these are just the traditional blue mussels, but it's a varietal out of the Med, and they're longer and plumper. The meat's kind of a beautiful orange color.
So you're already starting with, just start with better mussels?
Well, they're both delicious,
Mhm.
but boy, those Mediterranean mussels sure are spectacular, especially if you're going to stuff them. So go ahead and, like Tom does, making stuff and then you freeze it. I would never freeze seafood, but when you make your Meunier, do some extra ones.
And what is a Meunier?
So the Meunier is that white wine braise. So a little.
You just said you would never freeze seafood. You realize what you just said?
I don't like it frozen. We
she
just
doesn't
had
like
some
frozen
crab.
salmon?
Well, I know the industry. Tom's talking about shrimp and frozen salmon. Right. No.
Just be specific. Then
Sorry
That's
about
all
that.
what I'm
Yeah,
gonna add.
cooking seafood and then okay, I'm gonna freeze it.
Like you wouldn't do
Oh,
that with a
that makes
bouillabaisse or anything like that.
Right. My husband did that with some crab, and we had it the other night, and I was like, meh, no, not.
Did you get rid of the husband or the crab?
the crab? It needed a lot of garlic butter. But anyway, with mussels, I love to just mince up some onions, a little shallot, whatever I've got there, saute that in a little bit of olive oil. I add the mussels in, crank the heat up. I add a little bit of garlic, and then, ooh, sorry, my phone.
Sean Dettori, can you fix that, please?
Anyway, I add a little bit of garlic, and then I hit it with white wine.
Mm.
Lid on quick, and I let them steam opened. And boy, that for dinner is so good all by itself. But then to make it extraordinary, I get some onion or some oven French fries going.
Ooh, so moule frite.
Yeah, and do a big pile of like sweet potato fries or regular French fries, pile of those, and the mussels piled on top in a deep bowl for dinner. That would be an extraordinary. The other thing I would do is boil some pasta, and add that Meunier tossed with pasta is so delicious. Or that same Meunier, you add a scoop of tomato sauce, a really good tomato sauce. Put some of that in at the last minute, swirl it around, and then pull out the mussels, toss your cooked spaghetti into that cooking liquid. Yum. So good.
Thank you. Tom, what would you do to make it extraordinary?
Well, Jackie's favorite dish is clams, linguine. You know, that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
it comes to this kind of food, clams or mussels. I'm not somebody to sit down to a bowl of mussels personally.
No? Oh, God,
I just
love
am
'em.
not. But I would make a mussel soup, you know, where you
Mhm.
cook the mussels off, you pick them and you puree them with saffron and seafood, the broth, you know, strain
Yeah.
the broth and all that kind of thing. I have a creamy mussel soup. I'm more likely to sit down to a bowl of clams or to a plate of clams done in with linguine. And we make a beautiful guanciale for the serious pies. And that is a great meat to put in with clams or mussels when you're cooking them. But that's more where I would live. I love clam chowder. You can make that any which way you like.
I agree. You can't go wrong with clam chowder.
Right.
But at Half Shell, you're doing steamed Pen Cove mussels with rose petal harissa and blood orange for Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh,
I know.
interesting.
And if you've never had the rose petal harissa, it's a product you buy in the grocery store.
Uh-huh. I've never had
It's
it.
delicious.
Uh-huh.
It's just got that little essence of rose.
too
to it.
flowery.
No. Uh-uh.
no,
and the
no.
heat of the
It's
harissa
just
It's
balance.
like,
harissa just flavored with rose petals.
Yeah.
Not,
but it's delicate. It's not in your face harissa.
Okay.
yeah.
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 The other thing I do with mussels is when I steam them, the other thing you could do is add, you know, the jarred curries, the Indian curries you can buy.
Like Maya Kamal kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can add that to the cooking liquid. So cook the mussels quick, fish them out, and then add the curry. Have your pot of rice already going, and you've got this awesome mussel curry for dinner
Uh-huh.
with all kinds of veggies, and you pile the mussels, quick and easy, pile those up on top.
I don't think people think about maybe substituting, like for example, butter chicken, right? She has that butter chicken sauce, but if instead of chicken, if you use mussels, it works just the same.
Yeah.
Just the mussels throw off more liquid, so you just have to be aware of what texture you want your sauce. So you just pull the mussels out when they're cooked and reduce the sauce, and then
Right.
you're right back to where you started.
Well, and a lot of people don't like mussels because they can be a little funky flavor wise, but that's why I like the Mediterranean, the bigger, longer mussels, because the flavor is a little more delicate. It's a little more ethereal. It's, you know, they're just great. They're not super intense.
I bought mussels a few weeks ago for the first time. I can remember I had to beard them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, almost all the ones that Pen Cove was doing for years
For the
were
sacks, yeah.
beardless, right? They would take the beards off by machine before they went out.
Oh,
It shortens their shelf life.
sure does.
But the ones that I got were bearded. I had to pluck
Clean
all the
'em.
I
beards
kind of
out.
enjoy
First
that.
time in a long time
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
I like that process.
Do you?
So it's kind of a.
You gotta have strong fingers.
Yeah.
They fight
Sometimes
back.
I use those tweezers to get the pin bones out of.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'll use that
like
and
what
kind
you use on your eyebrows.
of. No, the ones for
No.
fish.
Oh, okay.
My
Come
eyebrows
on.
aren't that big.
Are you referring her eyebrows to beards?
The bearded muscles. Yes, exactly.
She's blinking over there.
When it comes to clam chowder, do you have a
Mhm.
favorite style?
I do. I like the white. Is it white New England? Yeah,
New
not the
England.
I'll take
Thickened
Manhattan.
or unthickened?
Thickened, but the way I like to thicken it, but I'll take any of
Okay,
it.
tell me.
I love to do the vegetables, do the mirepoix, and then before you put the clams in there, I like to take an immersion blender and I'll use that instead of flour. I'll use the vegetables to thicken
Cooked
it.
veggies
Yes.
to thicken the soup.
Or I've done it kind of side by side, and I love that as well. Cashews, and you make the cashew cream. So you soak those overnight and then drain them, rinse them, and then you do that with a little chicken stock or water or
Uh-huh.
something and make cashew cream and just blend it. Not the immersion blender. You really need the Vitamix. And then I'll freeze that in little bits too. And so now I've got cashew cream in the freezer. But I love using cashew
in
cream
lieu of the
dairy
flour.
instead of dairy and flour. Those are two ways.
Oh.
Not that I'm against either one. Those are just nice ways to make a thick, creamy
Right.
chowder.
I tend to think of the thick New England style as being not respected very well in the marketplace,
Oh,
but it is trashy good sometimes. when you-
Yeah.
When you've
Yeah.
got
It-
nice little heavy cream. It can't be all roux based, like
No.
roux based with then milk as your cream.
Mhm.
I like a little bit of roux and then use heavy cream for your thickener. It's just,
It's
So
true.
good.
It
With some
is. When
good
you have a
smoky
good
bacon in
chowder,
there.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
nothing better.
lots of herbage.
Lots of herbs. Yep.
And down at Mr. Fish, we garnish the top. I take,
They're so
this
cute.
is so trashy. I take Pepper's Farm goldfish and I saute them in butter and bacon fat with
Gilled that lily.
with some spices. We
all-
have our taco spice, which is lemony, citrusy, and
None of
chili.
that.
Just toss those goldfish in there and get them nice and crisp, and then garnish my soup with those as
And
my
it looks so cute.
soup crackers.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God, that's funny.
It doesn't get much trashier than that.
It's pretty trashy.
Brings a smile to my face just chatting about it. What's up next, Bex?
We've got Lorraine Screven. She's the owner of Wren's Nest Baking Company, an exclusively gluten-free, celiac-friendly bakery serving the greater Tacoma area. On
Yay.
next. I'm
She would
excited.
get my no goldfish. On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. You guys full yet? No, it can't be. It's early.
If you, whatever you prefer.
probably
Get
rather
set on the,
stand.
but whatever you prefer.
Yeah. I
What kind of what kind of critter is that on your wrist?
Fake critter, not a real one. I think standing's better for me.
And then she's got some
Okay.
treats too.
Yeah.
She brought a lot of
That's a
treats for
little
folks.
easier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I like dinner. So I should go consider it. No. Oh, really? I didn't know if anyone else that did it. I looked it up and the only recipe I found was.
Oh, really?
I had never heard of it before, but it sounded good. My wife doesn't like Kansas flavor, so I've never made it. And then what I would put, Terry would love this. Oh, well, you could do that. Flowers and leaves. Yeah. And
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm gonna eggless cookie. I like that. You're gonna be happy with all this.
You gluten free?
No, only chocolate. I think he's everything. It's just delicious stuff.
All right.
Hey, Rich.
Will you pronounce your last name for me?
It's
Scriven.
like green with an
Scriven.
And do we say Tacoma or do we say?
It's actually Ruston.
Yeah. So what do you prefer?
So-
How would you like us?
I know the mayor
The
of
Ruston
Ruston
area
would
of
love
Tacoma.
saying Ruston.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
we
on the
should
very
just say Ruston.
last
Who
promo
cares?
sheet, I said from Tacoma, so we can add.
Yeah,
Said it
but
on the
it's
first
near
promo
North
sheet, too.
Tacoma, so.
I did.
The Asarco plant.
Yes, right near a Sarco plant.
I grew up in Tacoma.
Let's not bring that
I know,
up.
I
You know,
know,
we
I
have
know.
a bakery there. We don't want to talk about a
This
Sarko.
is so exciting. I know. I'm so excited. I'm wheat. Yeah, I have a wheat allergy. That is so
Myself. Yeah.
exciting. Wow.
All right, here we are. Everyone's excited. They got a big box of pastries. We're welcoming to our guest microphone Lorene Scriven, owner of Wren's Nest Baking Company in Ruston, down there by in between Federal Way and Tacoma, right? Or is it on the? How does that work? It's on the
It's close to North Tacoma.
close to North
right
Tacoma.
there. Yeah.
Ruston Way. You always hear it on traffic.
That's
right.
The traffic
Ruston
reports.
Way.
You do?
You have an exclusively gluten-free, celiac-friendly bakery serving the greater Tacoma area, and now the greater downtown Seattle area, because you brought enough for 1,000 people.
I'm Italian.
Yeah.
I can't help
Can't
it.
help it.
It's never enough food.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us about you and your bakery.
Okay. Well, we started the bakery about 2 years ago. I own a design build company. We're a general contractor, and so we built a very large building in Ruston, a mixed use. And so we knew that we wanted something in the main level, retail of some sort, and I felt like the community needed a bakery.
Uh-huh.
And so that was the direction we were going. We approached a few other bakeries. No one was interested in expanding. And so I just said, well, why not? I'll just start the bakery. And it evolved over
Are
time.
you out of your mind?
Yes. My family definitely thinks so. They almost all, disown me over this. But I decided that over time, due to some family members who are gluten intolerant, that maybe we should go that direction instead of doing both because of cross-contamination and
Right.
concerned about that.
Well, 'cause some people
That's
really
great.
can't even have the flour dust in the room. I mean, they're super.
Full on celiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
And
right.
we get into that here at Hot Stove, and we have to ask specifically.
Well, we can't do it. We can't be perfect. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's not get off on that. But so you did this.
Yes.
Did you have a background in baking at all? Were you a home baker?
No, my
Were
mother
you a pandemic
was.
baker?
No, I was still working then in
Uh-huh.
construction. We were actually allowed during the pandemic to continue. But my mom was a baker, a home baker, and she was known for that. In fact, one of the baked goods I brought is Rose's Pound Cake. And
Uh-huh.
we turned that into, it was wheat based, of course, in the 60s, but we practiced and turned that into a gluten-free item. It's one of our best selling cakes. And I grew up on the East Coast going to bakeries, and I just have fond memories of walking with my grandfather to an Italian bakery at the corner. And it brought back some great feeling. It's
Sure.
just very nostalgic. And I felt, the community needed that.
Right.
And then we fast forward to our new world where a lot of people can't eat gluten. So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean,
That's-
bakeries are community. There's no doubt in my mind. We always went to Bing's Bakery on Main Street in downtown Newark, Delaware. But
Right.
they just foster community, especially when they have some seats available.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
share about your pop-ups and how that fostering community is even grown more.
With our Valentine's night. So we the building that we have is it's quite beautiful.
You can see it
Yes.
online. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you. And we have a rooftop that we see Commencement Bay, the mountain, beautiful. So last summer we decided to do our own event, which was evening Wren's Nest at night is what we called it. We did short ribs, everything's still gluten free, but did more of a savory dinner type menu, and we were booked out. So now coming up Valentine's Day, we're doing another pop up, which we did again a year ago. And the nice thing about it is last year when we did it, we had people in tears saying, thank you. We haven't been able to go out for dinner Valentine's Day ever because we're celiac or we're so worried about cross-contamination. And so please keep doing it. So we're gearing up. It's only a few weeks away, but we are gearing up for doing it again. So
Uh-huh.
That's great.
How do you get a reservation for that? Should
You-
should us people that eat wheat come down there and try it out? Or
yes, please.
Okay.
We would love that. Online, we're starting to take reservations. You could call our bakery. But it'll fill up pretty quickly. We do have a lot of seating, but with the group that we had last year, we realized we're probably going to do it over 2 nights just to make
that's
sure
great.
that
Friday,
we have,
Saturday. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good. So I grew up in Tacoma. I
Oh,
went to
you did?
Bellarmine Prep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right
so
around the corner.
I know Pearl Street and Ruston,
Perfect.
and back in the day, Ruston, it was on, you pass through the little town of Ruston on your way to Point Defiance, and the zoo and the yacht club and stuff there. And has that business district extended? And is that what you guys built?
So we built, we're a bit of a pioneer there in Ruston. We built a very large building right on the way to Point Defiance. So you
Oh.
were familiar with the old Ruston Inn. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We're just a few doors down from that.
And there was like a funky coffee shop on the corner. Which one was that?
Yes, I'm trying to think what that is, but we built on the same property. You'll probably remember the old car wash. It was called the Washing Well. That's where we are now. That's
Okay.
gone.
That's great. Yeah,
You know
it's
right where
that
we
whole
are.
area. It's crazy. It's developed. They've put in all kinds of townhomes.
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful. So you must have tons of foot traffic.
We have on Saturday, that's our big cinnamon roll day. And we have lines out the door for 2 hours. I
Oh,
don't
wow.
know how these people are amazingly wonderful and patient and very eager to try the food. So, yes.
Who's
been
laughing
great.
now? Your family or you?
That's
Well,
right.
2 of them are right here. Why
Oh,
don't you
really?
ask? That's right. Thank you.
So where did you grow up on the East Coast?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
And but we would visit Brooklyn and New Jersey because all my relatives were
Wilmington,
there.
Delaware.
Yes,
Yes.
we were right. I was in media actually.
Wow.
So did you grow up in Delaware?
Newark, Wilmington. I
Oh my
worked at the
gosh.
Hotel DuPont in Wilmington, Delaware. It was my first
Okay.
cooking job. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! All right, right, just right over the border there.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Tell us about all these beautiful treats you brought
I
everybody.
mean, there's
Oh,
a million
boy.
things here.
I know there's a million.
I'm excited about that.
And I'll
um,
just warn you, you can't make money by bringing all this free food to us.
I know, but
Although our
She's
show,
Italian.
our
I'm
show is
Italian.
very-
I can't help
Yeah.
it.
I'm going to eat all of it.
Well, the newest thing on the menu that we just launched about a week ago, bagels. And we have a New York style salted bagel that we just put out, an Asiago cheese, and then plain. And again, if you're celiac, you haven't had a bagel maybe your whole life. So it's a big deal. The first hour we sold it, we were sold out within an hour. So we're very, very excited. That was months and months, probably over a year in the making, just experimenting with it. We also have my mother's pound cake, which is, I say, the sacred cow in the bakery. That is never going to not be on the menu because it's my mom's.
Mhm.
So we call it Rose's Pound Cake. And again, as I said, it was wheat-based, but our wonderful chefs experimented and we did a lot of tasting to get it to be just as good. I remember when I first tried it after experimenting, I knew it was right when it brought me back to being 6 years old again.
There you
Wow.
go.
And then I knew, you know how
Wow.
food is, of
Sure.
course, it just brings you back. We also have a honey goat cheese cheesecake. We have a vegan chocolate chip cookie.
Dynamite, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah, with a little sea
Thank-
salt on there.
Thank you. Yes.
Mhm. Perfect
absolutely.
size, too.
Yes. Well, usually they're this big, but
Okay.
I knew we were having
Oh, you're
bites.
so nice.
Well, they made them mini. And then we have a vegan banana muffin. And then one of our most popular items, our peach cardamom muffin.
Mm.
I think, and then a little apple turnover. Normally
A
we
little.
do larger sizes, but again for here. So I don't think
What-
I
these
missed
be-
anything.
These would
What's
be
the
great
big-
as
I think I got
empanadas
everything.
too.
Yeah.
Yes, we do empanadas.
Wow.
Yes.
What's the
we
biggest
do.
difference between working with gluten-free flour and wheat flour?
Right. It's texture. It's very difficult. That's why doing vegan and gluten-free is a huge challenge because you can't do the egg that will help bind. So it's hard. You add sorghum and different ingredients to try to get that texture. Like a lot of people when they eat gluten-free, it's such a giveaway. It all crumbles. It falls
The
apart.
dry,
And
yeah.
so, for us, obviously taste, texture, we have amazing bakers. I feel beyond blessed to have them. And they're scientists. I mean, they really are, food
Mhm.
science.
Yeah.
So they are truly scientists. And the best compliment I will say, people with celiac and gluten intolerance, I mean, of course, they want to come, they need to eat there, but we don't have the flag flying in front saying we're gluten free. We make sure that they know that come on in. And the best compliment is those who don't need to eat it and they love it.
Yes.
They keep
Yeah.
coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if someone can't come to your bakery, I see that you've got some plans for the future. Will you tell us about that?
Plans to expand. Yes, thank
Yes.
you. So we just recently received our license to ship
Fantastic.
bread. We're still working on national shipping, but we can do it anywhere in the state and wholesale. So to restaurants, grocery stores, we're very excited about that. It's a whole new division for us.
Wow. That's amazing.
I want to go back to the bagel for a second because I think that's exactly what happens when you get that aha moment. And,
Mhm.
and when I tasted your bagel, and my expectation was very low, just because bagels, the chew is everything, right?
Right.
I just had a bagel from Russ and Daughters yesterday in New York City, one of my favorite bagels in New York. While the interior is still a little soft, the chew on the outside, I think from boiling, I don't know,
Yes, boiling.
but is tremendous and
Yeah.
unexpected as far as I was concerned.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Was that your aha moment? What was you only have a minute. What was your aha moment when you said finally after a year of tests that this is going to do it?
That was it. I
That was
can't
it.
top what you just said. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
absolutely. We were just ecstatic about it.
Well,
Did
it's one of those steps in making bagels that you cannot go past. It's not a bagel unless you
Right.
boil it,
It's so true.
in my opinion.
Well, and having that firmness, and you must use a lot of different flours.
Oh, we have our own blend in addition to several others.
That's
Oh,
why
yes.
this is so good.
Lots of bags of flour in our place.
Okay, go
Wow.
check out Wren's Nest, WREN''S Wren's Nest Baking Company in Ruston, Washington, and say hi to Lorene.
Thank you
Why
so
wouldn't
much.
you?
Thanks, Lorene.
Yeah, thanks
Real
for
honor
coming.
to be here. Thank you.
And I'll remind you, some people ask me, do you have to pay to be on your show? It's no, we
No.
just like good people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Supporting good people doing good in the world.
Turns out it's unforgettable when Annie Elmore makes a bowl of pho on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Woohoo!
Yeah, come on up. Let's get a photo.
You want to be in it? Or come on up here, right up. Now I'm really going to look good.
I need to take one to Taylor. All right. 1, 2, 3.
You too. Can't wait to come down. Which one of these?
We grew up in the North End, down by Andy Wright, and then we lived up on 30th.
Thank you.
Lorraine, which one of these scuff balls out here doubted your ability to open a bakery? Oh yeah, eat your words, buddy. I don't believe you.
You're such a pain.
I don't believe you. I think you like it. I hate to be a pain.
I think he's enjoy every moment of it.
Bossing you around, like, move over, Annie.
So are these vegan? Some of these vegan?
All of it.
Some are vegan. No, not all. Some of them are vegan. A lot of them.
They eggless, but they not vegan. I
But
don't
she
think.
said a lot of them are vegan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lorene, how many of your items back there are vegan?
She's not listening right now. We are back in the kitchen. Chef Annie Elmore,
Woohoo!
Executive Director of the Hot Stove, has taken the hot seat
Ooh,
Cairo Radio, and it's going to be an unforgettable experience for you.
hot topic.
Hot topic. Come on, that was funny.
That was good.
I'm
You got
Tom
a laugh
Douglas.
out of Andy.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm Bridget Charters.
Bex said, "Why did you invite this rascal on the show?"
Because every time she does a pho class, it sells out. And unfortunately, your February 6th, for everyone listening, has sold out. So we want to talk about where people that can't come to your class. We want to talk about starting with kind of what is pho, how do you pronounce it? We just did that correctly. And just walk us through all the elements, maybe the history of why pho is so special.
Well, first of all, it's not faux.
No.
She didn't say pho. She said pho.
I'm just saying some people call it
Some
faux.
people say fee, five, faux, fum.
Hey, don't point at me.
Well, you know who doesn't call it pho is Yenvi at Phobach because they've got the pho cup noodles.
Yeah,
She was so pleased with herself when she came up with that idea.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cute bowl too. That's-
Super cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, back to you.
Well, the history of it's usually it started out in the northern Vietnam, not south, because that's where most of beef are from. Because grass grows nicer up there than down south, and it's influenced by the French. French loves beef, and when they were colonized Vietnam for 100 years, they wanted some sort of kind of like similar to the beef stew. But we don't really eat beef stew in Vietnam. So the noodles come from China. I mean, we were
The
colonized.
rice noodles.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
noodles, because we were colonized by the Chinese for 1,000 years. So we kind of don't really have our own country until recently. So kind of combine both two together. But there is, the broth from the north and the south are different. The south is a little bit sweeter. The north, they don't really use a lot of sugar. It's a little bit more expensive. Only the rich and wealthy get to eat sugar. The poor don't get to eat it. So the broth is a lot more thin and more clear. As opposed to down south, it's a lot more spices. But when I make mine, usually the 3 ingredients, if I don't have all the ingredients in my house, the 3 things that you have to have is cinnamon, cloves, and star anise.
Those are your 3 spices.
Those are pretty much the base. And
Okay.
then everything else is more preferences.
But is that the base north and south? That's the signature north and
That's
south?
pretty much the signature, yeah. And then, as you go more, like my mom, my sister, my brother-in-law, they all have their own spice mix. And
Ah.
so do I.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is more Western because I cook in a Western kitchen. So I have fennel seeds, which I love a lot. And I do add a single nutmeg and some allspice in there. Not a lot. Beef and allspice, it's like a
magic,
magical
yeah.
match made in heaven. You can't taste it, but it has that oomph that just you don't know what it is.
It's often the spice used in, say, a Western breakfast sausage. If you don't realize it's allspice, but it's in almost every
Like, you're
Western
like,
breakfast
what is
sausage.
that? I don't get it, but that's what it is. So I use just a few. My ratio is 1 pound of beef bones, and I like to use short rib bones or the rib bones from the prime rib, from the rib eye. 1 gallon of broth, 1 cinnamon
What
stick.
kind of broth? Not water.
Water. Yeah. I'm sorry. Water. Yeah.
Okay.
1 gallon of water. 1 cinnamon stick, 10 cloves, and 5 star anise.
Simmer
So
slow.
I think the important part about what you're saying, though, is that it's not overly spiced.
No.
You have to have a delicate balance, I
Yes.
think, or else it
Yeah.
takes out the balance of your broth is thrown off.
Totally.
Yeah.
So a lot of places that I go to, they use either too much cinnamon. You can't taste the beef anymore. So it tastes more like a dessert rather than a savory
Mm.
broth, right? And a lot of time people add it at the beginning of the broth instead at the end. I added mine in 45 minutes before the broth is ready, done.
Right.
And then I add that in 45 minutes at the end. I take the sachet out, and then that's just the flavor of the broth from the spices. So that's kind of like one thing I feel like a lot of people make a mistake is they add the spices in way too early because you have to cook the broth for a long time.
How long do you let yours simmer?
Well, if I use, like I said, I use the rib bones from the rib eye, so 2 to 3 hours. But if you were to use knuckle bones or something like that, that would take 8 hours. And my family, they put it on the stove for overnight, like my brother-in-law does. But my sister, she kind of goes on the cheat way. She used a, what's that pot that you have the lid
Pressure
on?
cooker?
Pressure cooker, yeah. And that takes an hour.
And do you get that same flavor though with the pressure
Yeah,
cooker? You do.
surprisingly.
Okay.
But the funny thing, she's the one that makes the best pho in the family, beside me, of course.
Okay.
My brother-in-law, he takes a lot of time, but his good, but I wouldn't say it's the best pho I ever had. Thank God they're not listening to this, but I would not.
Oh,
get
they
it.
are listening, and they're watching live right now.
But like I said, it's different ways to do it. There is wrong and there is right. The wrong way is don't add your spices at the beginning,
Okay.
add it towards the end.
And did you roast your bones?
I don't roast my bones. We're not the French.
Okay.
Also, we don't have ovens in Vietnam.
Okay.
Not back
That makes
then
sense.
anyway.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just all in there. But what we do, we blanch the bones. So you put the bones in the water, you bring it up to boil, you drain the water, and you wash the bones again to make the broth really clear.
Okay.
So do you do it to get all the fat off the bones?
Nope, not the fat, just the scum, like
Okay.
all
Yeah.
the protein and
The
stuff like that.
impurities.
Yeah, impurities.
My biggest pet peeve when making broth for pho is people that skim all the fat off.
Yes.
I want that on top of my
Oh,
soup.
absolutely.
I need that on top of my soup.
Yes.
You need me on the wall.
You gotta
Andy.
Yes.
maintain that figure.
That's why I like to use the ribeye bones instead of knuckle bones because there's so much more fat in there. Fat is flavor. I mean, look at Tom. He's
Yeah.
all full of
I'm
flavor.
a tasty morsel. That's what I am.
Now, what about chicken? Chicken broth. Would you go that way?
The funny thing is chicken pho is not very popular in Vietnam. It's one of those things that you eat at nighttime after you party, and then you go to an alley somewhere that is the best one to eat.
Okay.
It's not very widely in a restaurant during lunchtime or breakfast.
I'm starting to see it in pho restaurants around town. There's the
Oh, yeah.
chicken option, and I'm like,
That's a
oh,
Western
that's-
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
Western, people love chicken.
I get broccoli in mine too sometimes.
Gross.
I know
What?
exactly.
And what makes, speaking of restaurants, what is a clue to you that this is a good pho restaurant?
Like Tom said, balance. You gotta taste the spice in there, but not overpowering. I still want to taste the beef, and also not too much MSG. I don't want to fall asleep at the table after I
Mhm.
finish eating it. A little bit is good, but not too much. I can taste it if it's too much.
Yeah.
So, and of course, having good bones in there, and not 10 gallons of water to 1 pound of beef, because you can really taste it.
So we
Well,
only
I-
have 2 minutes. What are all the accoutrements that go into pho?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Annie makes her own hoisin.
Yeah, I make my own
Ooh.
gluten-free hoisin sauce served with a class. So, technically the whole dish is gluten-free, right? Why do you have everything already gluten-free and have the sauce as not gluten-free? So of course, sriracha, hoisin sauce, definitely lime, definitely jalapeno, cilantro, green onions, bean sprouts.
Basil.
Yep, Thai basil, really crucial. Northern people, they eat Thai basil and also fresh cumin.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yes, it's a spiny, spiky, long leaf that tastes kind of like cumin, but Northern, they eat that, not
They
the
call
South.
it fresh cumin, but it's
Yeah.
not cumin.
No.
Oh, interesting.
It tastes like it.
Well, thank you, Annie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so exciting.
Another pet peeve of mine: when people walk in and sit down to a bowl of pho and they start garnishing it without tasting the broth. first.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
Me
so-
too.
Yeah.
You
Don't
have to
just
slurp
put
the
in
broth
sriracha
first.
and put
No.
in hoisin,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you want to put in. Taste the
Taste the
broth.
broth first.
Evaluate on the broth.
Yes.
Otherwise, these two are going to come tap
Oh
you
my
down.
God. Yes. That's what I tell people in class too. Like, please drink the broth first before you start adding, half a cup of hoisin or like half a cup of sriracha in there. So,
All right, up next, the Hot Stove Society tasting panel takes on diced versus whole. No, just canned tomatoes, right?
Tight. We're doing diced.
Oh, you're doing diced canned tomatoes on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. Who needs a French crepe when you can have cold canned tomatoes?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, don't mess up your plate now until you get your key.
So it's going to go from 1 on the top left or top left, all the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top, and then to the bottom one on the right.
So the 3 closest to you are right. 3 closest are the 5, 6, 7. Going right.
You take a picture of this and we can
Yes.
post it online.
Oh, look at the cans.
To your right. Keep going to your right. In front of your face. So there's a graphic on the.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Keep going. There we go. Adjust your labels. yellow Bianco needs to turn. All right. All right, we're back live at the Hot Stove Society show. We have convened our audience and our entertainers, the talent, to have a classic Hot Stove Society tasting panel gathering. For what are we doing today?
We're doing diced canned tomatoes. We talked about tomatoes on a show a little while ago, and there's a very big difference between diced and whole and puree. So we just had to narrow it in and just go diced because you use them for different reasons. So
Why did you narrow it to diced?
Because it was either diced or whole because you use them for different ways.
And for us, eating the diced is easier than
well,
trying.
well, there's that too. We might do a whole one. I thought we could cut those up.
No,
but
that's fine.
You just use them for different reasons. Like this, I'd put in a soup. It's already ready to go, kind of at the end of the soup.
Anyway, so what brands are we tasting today? And you got all these at a local grocery store,
Yep.
so it's nothing fancy.
Absolutely, that readily available, and there's so many. There's hundreds.
And why do we do this? Exactly that,
Yeah.
right? Because there's so many different varieties on the shelf. You never know what to buy. Sometimes people just buy because it's more expensive. You think it's better. It's not
Right?
always the
no,
case.
not the case.
So
Yeah. So we're just trying to help you out, and also encourage you to do this yourself with certain things. If you're not sure about something, buy a couple bottles, and when your friends are over, taste them or see what you like.
or this, like
Yeah.
for example, if you bought 8 cans of tomatoes, you can make a nice batch of spaghetti sauce.
Sure.
And just blending them all together, and then you get your taste, and now you know what your favorite is.
hmm
And you also get a little sauce out of the deal.
Exactly. So what we have today, we've got 3 of them from Italy: Cento, Jovial, and Moody. And then
Moody
we've
being MUTTI.
MUTTI. And we've got the ingredients on there. And I've also got the sodium levels because that varies a lot. So sometimes when there's more sodium, it might be more flavorful. So it's kind of a cheat.
It seems more flavorful.
Seems more
yeah.
flavorful. Yeah. And then our 4th one is the Bianco. This was Loretta's favorite. So we pitted this against the others. Muir Glen. And then we did 2 of them that are fire roasted because I know that's always another great way to get flavor.
Oh, it's
And
hard for me to resist when something
Right.
says fire roasted.
I mean, when would you not?
That's why she
use-
put them on there, Tom.
I know.
Yeah, and we wanted to see which one we liked better, the Muir Glen or the Bianco. So there you
Oh,
have
so
it.
we're judging those separate.
Well, yeah, we could for sure.
I'm not. I'm judging
I
them
don't-
all together.
Oh,
'cause
really?
To me,
Oh.
When would
to
you
me,
not
I would use this fire roasted and the regular for the same purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's going to make it more flavorful, I don't care whatever that is.
There'd never be a reason to not use.
That I
right?
can think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Making salsa, you're
Bridget?
making soup.
The fire roasted were my least favorite. They were just like, whoa, super sour. Didn't taste tomatoey at all to me. So I'm wondering if the company's doing that to disguise their lesser quality tomatoes.
I don't know. So we're going to have that conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so. To me, that'd be hard to believe that Bianco tomatoes
Consistency,
would use
yeah.
a lesser quality and try and fool you.
right.
And the brands are too important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bex, do you want to go first, or how do you want to go?
Sure. Well,
So
sure.
Cento is the one that's in that yellow
Yes.
yellow
Yellow
The
can.
yellow
can,
can.
very
yeah.
You see it everywhere.
Yeah.
The ingredients in that are the simplest: tomatoes and sea salt.
Yeah.
But it does have the highest amount of sodium, 240 milligrams per serving. And I liked it. I thought it tasted nice and
It
tomatoey.
was my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 2, the Jovial, it's in a jar. I thought it was going to, I usually buy that because I love jars. And I thought it was kind of unappealing.
hmm I agree.
Didn't
Also,
yeah.
jars are harder to recycle than cans.
Are
Just-
they
yeah.
for the environment? Okay. I know I have too many, but I do wash them out and use them for other things. But
It's just not the market for the reused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
glass.
well,
That's interesting.
that helps my
and that's
thinking.
my personal opinion. That's
Well,
not
okay.
scientific.
The good thing about glass is that it's neutral. The product going in it gets cooked and it's neutral. There is no reaction. Most cans are plastic lined.
Mhm.
BPA free, but still, yeah, they've
Yeah.
got
Plastic lined. And
That's
So where was Jovial on your list of 1 through 7?
it wasn't super high.
Yeah.
It was like 5.
5 or 6, yeah.
the third one, the Muti, which I love their tomato paste.
Uh-huh.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, and their their tomato puree, the jars of tomato puree that you can buy, delicious.
Those are good. How did I that was my number 2 for the nope, I like the Biancos. That was my number 3.
Okay, you've got us all confused now.
I know. Anyways,
Top 3. We're going top 3.
top 3. I would say the Bianco.
Diced,
the diced,
but not
the-
fire roasted.
correct.
I was
Although
surprised
I like
at that.
No, I like the fire roasted, but I like the not fire roasted the best.
I did too. I'm
Yeah.
shocked by that,
Yeah.
honestly. That was my number 1.
Number 1, Bianco. Yep.
Was the Bianco?
Yep.
Mhm.
Ah.
That was Loretta's instinct. That's what she usually gets.
Right.
So,
And I hate to say it, it might be that Chris Bianco is a really sweet guy.
Oh, do you
never
know him?
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay. How?
Yeah.
What's
He's
your,
got a pizzeria, or he's in LA now, but he has also the most famous pizzeria in Phoenix.
Oh,
It was the inspiration
right.
partially behind Serious Pie.
And he
Wow.
went to Italy to track down his olive oil, track down his tomatoes, the flour.
Well, now I like it even more.
Yeah.
If it wasn't my favorite, now it certainly is, but it was. And then the Murray Glen was fine too.
It was my least favorite.
Yeah.
And that's something because
That
of
was
the
your
fire
least?
roast, I would normally have just, I'll get
That's
that.
usually what I get.
Yeah.
And then there's so many more like Trader Joe's and Costco, but we just
Uh-huh.
we couldn't do 15 today.
Oh, you're a weenie.
Yeah, but you're paying for all the
Nothing
little
like
dishes.
nothing like cold tomato canned tomatoes in the morning. So so my top 3 were the Bianco diced, these Cento diced puree from Italy, and the Beauty was my number 3.
Those
you
were mine
Yeah.
also.
yeah.
But I like the Muti. Looking at the sodium levels and comparing the flavors, I like the Muti the best.
Uh-huh.
Oh, at 10
Because it-
milligrams versus 240
Isn't that
milligrams.
interesting?
It is. Yeah, you'd rather salt yourself, right?
Well, I just thought the flavor was pretty darn good for
Uh-huh.
having such a low sodium content.
Yeah.
And then you can control things. But then you add less salt if you're using the others. I think, isn't our house tomato for the company Cento?
No.
Oh,
Not that I know. No, we have you mean for pizzerias? And we make our own pizza sauce. And
Yeah.
it is through Merlino's and
that's
something
right.
Maria
Right.
brand.
Yeah.
We buy the number 10 cans, which are the big cans. you know.
Yeah.
Is that Italian or Californian?
California.
Californian. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah.
And my guess is it's actually Mexico. I mean, I
Mhm.
don't know, but
Mhm.
a lot of Mexico's, I think, does 90% of the canned tomatoes out there. So
Yeah.
And all these, I looked to see if they were from the same manufacturer, and they're not. I mean, they're each from
Right.
different.
we talked about that
Yes.
a couple of times,
Yeah.
right?
Because you this tastes the same. Oh, it's from the same.
Well, it was
provider.
interesting dishing them out too in terms of the amount of pulp, diced fruit versus liquid in these cans too. I mean, they're all a certain weight, but it was interesting because some were quite watery with not a ton of dice, or the dice was really big, or, so it was that was also interesting, whereas some friends of mine run Etal Foods, big importer on the West Coast down in San Francisco, and they said to always buy whole tomatoes. The whole peeled tomatoes are your best bet because you'll get a higher quality and better consistency. But it's hard, because if you're doing a chili or something, it's kind of nice to just dump the diced in.
They dice so easily.
They really do.
It makes a little bit of a mess, but if you're going to make a puree, you just put your immersion blender right into the
Boom,
can,
yeah.
right? And go from there. So
Also, kind of gratifying just taking them out and using your hands and squishing them as you're dropping them
Uh-huh.
in the pot. I like that.
Yeah.
when you use canned tomatoes, Bridget, what's your go-to? What are you making?
Usually for my ragu, I'll add it, or
Or
if
use a can?
I'll use a
Or the-
can. I'll just put the whole darn can in and then come back to it later and, fish out those tomatoes. If they haven't broken apart, I'll fish out the core section, but they pretty much break apart in the
Yeah.
cooking process. So minestrone, my stews, soups, tomato sauce,
We've been freezing whole tomatoes.
just so cool.
And this time we actually just chopped them in like quarters and cryovac them or vacuum pack them. And it was
It's amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I learned that from you, and I have some in my freezer right now. 2 big bags.
What kind of tomatoes?
They're not the paste ones. They're
Because paste tomatoes just melt in the pan
maybe they
into
are
a sauce.
Okay, so I just have to
The
try.
paste-
it.
paste,
regular
the
kind of-
oval ones.
The regular garden variety, you have to kind of work them down a little bit.
Yeah, I got them
Yeah.
during a farmer's market. And they were beautiful.
But they're so full of water that when you freeze them and then you thaw them,
They're
the
just gonna,
freeze breaks down the cellulose and the
Uh-huh.
fiber. And
and then the peels
And the
just came
skins
right off.
Yeah.
slip right off.
So I don't need to defrost them before I pop them in the.
No. Just put them right in your pan. I learned this from Lorenza. They wouldn't make tomato sauce.
Lorenzo de Medici, you got to use the last name or
Lorenza de Medici Stucchi Pernetti.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
in the
But-
line of the crown of Italy.
Yeah. And they would order 20 cases of the pear tomatoes. And I was like, oh my God. I saw them one day and I was like, oh man, I got to make tomato sauce. She's like, no. They had a chest freezer and they would just bag them in Ziplocs
Yeah.
and freeze them solid. So just put them in a saute pan or a low soup pot.
Mhm.
Just clunk, 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 drop them in.
Oil
and-
first or just
No, nothing.
Okay.
No, and just turn the heat on low and put a lid on them, but just put the lid kind of askew so the moisture goes out and just slow and they'll completely defrost.
Okay.
And the skins, you just slip them
Sure.
right off. They'll just pop right off.
Sure. I like that. Well, that's another problem with some of the diced is it does have some of the skins on them.
Yeah,
No
I
big
don't
deal.
mind.
You don't mind?
It's
No.
nature.
Nature. It's fiber.
Why not? Well, I mean, if you're going to worry about that, then you have to worry about the seeds and you got to worry about all sorts of things. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I think we have a winner.
All right. Our winner is.
Bianco de Napoli diced.
Okay.
You have to let him know, Tom.
Chris? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's really concerned about that. Up next, it's our Food for Thought Tasty Trivia Challenge on the Hot Stove Society radio show, 97.3 FM.
You got to laugh
Over
at
our
it.
contest. Or who? Annie.
Okay.
No. Whole tomatoes. Well, it depends. I'm talking about sauce tomatoes.
Got it.
The other ones we froze also, but we quartered them.
Ah,
We'll see what happens when we pull them out. But that's the mix of green and red and orange and yellows and everything. Not really a sauce tomato,
right. Okay.
but we'll use them for it.
Oh. That's a good point.
What you all think about the canned tomatoes? Are you in the same boat as we are? Yeah?
I picked the same ones you did, except I did like the fire roasted. But
You did?
Now I'm wondering. I picked all the high salt ones.
Ah,
I
see?
can salt them myself.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the taste test again after salting.
Well, there's no way you can't buy them without the salt. So,
Right, but the level is salt.
yeah. Yeah.
Annie Elmore.
Come up here, meat. Come up here, meat. That's what
Okay,
That's what we call her, fresh meat.
that's a good thing, right?
It's better than rotten meat.
That's true.
We're going to hang you and age you for a while.
Oh, that sounds better.
Encasing.
Encasing a little salami, any salami.
She
No,
add
that's
a lot of
that's
fat to it.
That's a Western slang for like meat. Hey, meat, like you're a chump, hey chump, you know, kind of.
I'm a chump.
I'm just explaining meat, fresh meat.
That's
Yeah,
a good-
yes, you are a
Tom's
chump.
Tom's a chunk.
I'm a chunk. You're a chump.
Okay, who's going first? Me?
No, you go second.
All right.
You can see how it goes.
All right, we are back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. Becky, I want to go over one last time before this contest ends on Monday. What our deal is right now?
We've got a romantic staycation giveaway drawing. And all you have to do is email Becky G at Tom Douglas your idea of a perfect romantic meal. The winner will get a night at the Hotel Andra, dinner at Neb, and a little sweet and savory goodbye from the Dahlia Bakery. And if you book that, on the night before we're recording a show, we'll give you 2 tickets to come see us and have a lovely breakfast.
Right. And Neb is open Tuesday through Saturday,
Okay,
just FYI.
Great point. And we'll draw the winner on next week's show.
That's right. We're taping on Tuesday, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Ah.
Yes, we are. All right. Okay. Who's in the hot seat over there?
We got Annie Elmore, chef instructor.
Chef instructor here at the hot stove. She's unforgettable.
She's
Yeah,
unforgettable.
hot topic.
Hot topic. She's a hot topic.
She's a hot potato.
You know, we say in our contest, she's fresh meat. She's like the raw beef you put into a bowl of pho.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's a compliment.
I mean, is that what Rashida's cutting back there? Is the meat for your pho? No.
There we go.
No.
Okay.
God, that looks
When it's
good.
cold outside, is there anything better than a smell of a roast chicken in the oven? When it's cold out there, is there anything better than the smell of a roast chicken coming out of the oven? Not only does our chicken rub make the perfect roast chicken, you could also use our veggie rub or our pork rub on chicken. Who knew? They're interchangeable. Pick up your jar at your favorite grocery stores like B&E Meats in Newcastle, Burien and Des Moines, Bob's Quality Meats in Columbia City, and Tacoma Boys in Tacoma and Puyallup, amongst many other retail shops in the world. All right, Bex, let's play.
All right. Each of you will get 5 questions, and the winner will pick out someone in the audience to take a stroll in the gift shop and pick out a Rub with Love spice blend. So, okay, Bridget's first.
Okay.
Multiple choice. Which company created National Soup Month in 1984? Was it Progresso, Lipton, or Campbell?
Just
You didn't listen to last week's show.
I think, no, I didn't. Campbell? I'm going to guess Campbell.
You got it. Good job. Campbell Soup.
Ooh, that was a toughie.
All right. Number 2.
Well, Progresso, you know.
Which grape is the backbone of Chianti?
Sangiovese.
Sangiovese it is. Number 3, name the champagne bottle format that's larger, a Methuselah or a Nebuchadnezzar.
Well, the Nebuchadnezzar's the largest.
It is 20 bottles, 3 out of 3. Okay.
Have you ever opened one of those, Tom?
I opened one for Loretta's wedding, and then we couldn't lift it to pour it into the glassware. So I ran back like an hour before the wedding. I ran back and made a cradle in my wood shop, cradle for it so we could tip it.
I thought you made
Wow.
that days in advance. You just pulled that out of the garage. Nice work. Okay, number 4, multiple choice. Which fruit was once called a Persian apple, giving rise to its modern name? The pomegranate, the peach, or the pear?
The pomegranate.
It's actually the peach. Though native to China, it traveled
Wow.
through Persia on its way to Europe, which is how it got its name.
Oh, I thought the peach came from China. No, huh?
It did. But then
Oh.
it went through.
Oh, through Persia.
Turns out you didn't listen to this week's show either. She
That's
just
good.
said that.
Pens are flying. All right, final question. Sir Francis Drake once returned from Spain with 2,900 casks of sack for the Queen. What is sack's modern name?
How do you spell it?
SACK. Remember he invaded Cadiz? He destroyed a lot of the Spanish ships and took their sack.
I have no idea. Was that on last week's show?
No, it's sherry, the fortified wine
Oh.
of Andalusia. All right, 3 out of 5. Good job. Okay.
Did you know that, Tom?
I would have
And
said
he's
black
like Mis-
pepper or something. I
Black-
don't know.
okay. Oh, that's a good point. But casks?
You said
Casks are
sack.
liquid.
Casks of sack.
Casks.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah.
Okay. Who else doesn't listen?
We're old and they're hearing
Okay,
issues.
Annie Elmore. Sky City is gone. The Loop Lounge is in. What Seattle landmark do they both call home?
Do I have
that's
multiple
tricky.
choice?
Space.
Should I give her multiple choice? Sure.
No.
No, look at those faces. No, not on this one.
Can you say it again?
Jim just gave a hint. Sky City and Loop Lounge.
No idea.
The Space Needle. Number
They
2.
didn't have that in Vietnam.
Annie
I'm
doesn't.
sorry.
Annie
So
doesn't
then-
get out much.
Number 2, multiple choice. Which of these is not traditionally considered a soup? A bisque, a consomme, or a velouté?
Velouté.
You got it. That's the Escoffier's 5 classic mother sauce, right? One of
Yes.
this. What is it?
The velouté.
It means velvety in French, right?
Velouté is a roux with stock.
Okay. Awesome. Number 3. What are the top 2 essential ingredients in a turkey courgette burger?
A turkey
Ooh.
what?
Courgette.
Burger?
The French word for a certain.
Eggplant.
Zucchini.
Thanks, Rashida.
Thanks, Rashida.
My lifeline right there.
Aubergine.
Your lifeline.
Right. Number 4. This is fun. Number 4. What is the name of the Indian cheese that is non-aged and doesn't melt when heated?
Paneer.
Paneer it is. And for a tie with Bridget, true
I'm
or
gonna-
false? All black olives are naturally ripened on a tree.
Black olives?
They're all ripened on a tree.
I don't think so.
Nope, that's false. Some are tree ripened, but many canned black olives are actually green olives that are darkened through the lye curing and oxygenation during processing. So you and 3 out
I
of
beat
3.
Bridget.
Nope,
Woo!
you're at a tie.
Darn it.
We're tied.
So you're gonna. We'll see how Tom does.
I wouldn't have given you the answer.
Number 1, this is multiple choice. Which soup did Campbell highlight to help launch the first National Soup Month?
Tomato.
Creamy tomato, Pennsylvania pepper pot, or Manhattan clam chowder?
Ooh, no idea.
I'd never heard of Pennsylvania pepper pot.
What?
So that must be it.
What's your answer?
Pennsylvania pepper pot.
Oh, God, did I give it away like that?
Yes, you did. Good job, Becky.
Good job, Tom. They discontinued around 2010 because folks were scared of what?
Peppers.
No, the tripe in it. That was just a little bonus thing. Okay, yeah, it was tripe. It was a tripe. It's tripe with veal, aromatics, herbs, and plenty of pepper.
Okay.
Never had it.
Gross.
Number 2, what is the name of the little black seed, also known as black onion seed, black cumin, or black caraway?
Nigella.
Nigella. Good job. Number
Oh.
3, true or
Ooh.
false? Americans
one.
consume more carrots than lettuce each year.
100% true.
It is 100% true. They narrowly edge out lettuce. So it's 8.8
And they're better
pounds.
for you. The
Carrots
lettuce
and-
lie. Don't forget about the lettuce lie.
Huh?
People eat lettuce thinking they're doing something good for themselves, but there's very little in it other than water.
Than water.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Number 4, which country gave us the croissant despite its name sounding French?
Oh, I know that one. I'm
Well,
not
what is
talking-
it?
It's like Austria, I think.
It's Austria.
Oh, yeah, I say Austria.
No, you
Yeah.
did not.
Oh, does that mean I get his point then?
No.
No,
Darn
no.
it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now-
I didn't say I didn't
Take
know. I
other
just was-
people's
You were
points.
just- well, we
She
got
was
one
bragging.
more question, and you're either going to all tie or Tom's going to sweep it.
Oh my God. I won that one so easy.
This dip is
Tricked her right into it.
This dip is often paired with chips, jalapenos, and a punchline insisting it doesn't belong to you. What is it?
Can you say it again?
This dip is paired with chips, jalapenos, and the punchline insisting it doesn't belong to you. Used to use this
Don't
on
look
Terry
at
all the
me.
time.
Really?
I know.
Mhm.
Consists of chips, jalapenos.
It's a dip that you
It's
would.
a dip.
It's a dip. It doesn't belong to you. It's not
It's-
show
it's
cheese.
not show cheese.
So now we've got a tie. We've got 3 out of 3. So now we've
Oh
got a
my
tiebreaker.
God.
You used to say ancient.
I
okay.
know. I should have got
Tiebreaker.
that.
Yeah, you
honestly.
should have. What is
You know
on?
why it's mine? Because
Because
it's
it
not
ain't
shows.
There we go. There we go. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
What is on the top of a pisco sour? Yell it out.
What?
Egg whites.
Egg whites. Bridget's the winner.
Way to
She'll
go,
pick out
Bridget.
someone in the
Pick out
audience.
somebody.
Good job, Bridget.
If you want to be part of the show, you can join the community on YouTube Live at Tom Douglas & Co. or buy a ticket to join us right here in the studio and have Rashida give you the wrong answer. The show is produced by Becky Guzak. Our technical wizard today is Cam Thomas. Our talented editor at Cairo, as usual, is Sean Don't Call Me Del Torre. If you missed any episode of our Hot Stove Society show on Cairo, you can listen via podcast. Just subscribe with your favorite podcast app.
Thanks for listening.
Yay. Okay, we're going to ask everyone to be quiet for 1 second here, or maybe 5 seconds, or maybe
15.
15 seconds. Hello, chef's team. Quiet on the set.
And I put the rest in at the bottom instead of.
Okay. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, cozy winter dishes that freeze like a dream. Artisanal Salami with Bob Blade, founder of Salt Blade, and gluten-free baking with Lorraine Scriven, owner of Wren's Nest Baking Company in Ruston, Washington.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.